Nigma would be confident. It's with Weehaw on the TA. They've been first 2ing this hero in the past, and pretty standard stuff from them. Who do you guys favor here?
I kind of favor Nigma just because even though OG has that ability to take these really nice fights, I think the pairing of Earth Spirit plus TA, that double jump, if they blow up the Invoker at the start of the fight, I don't think you're going to care too much about what OG has to offer. So yeah, I think I'm going to probably have to go with Nigma on this one.
Yeah, I'll just go with the OG for the heck of it. I like their drafts as well. It looks funky. It looks so completely an OG style as well. There's high mobility on all of these heroes. They'll be able to collapse early on. We'll see.
I am the host, so I don't need to make a prediction, but I would say that we'll likely see some chaos around the Roche pit, likely very early on. And we're joined now by two interesting faces, Toby and Sindlo. How are you guys doing, guys?
Do you want to try that again, Kyle? Interesting? Like, do you want round 2?
What do you mean? That's a compliment. You guys have very unique features.
See, Kyle, here's the thing. When you talk about a draft and you say it's interesting, it's not a compliment. But you talk about my face and you say it's interesting, then it is a compliment. So how do I know when it's a compliment and not?
Just assume if I'm talking about you, I have only friendly intentions, Cinder, and I love you.
Oh, that's... Oh.
And you know what else? I love Dota, so if you wouldn't mind helping us break down OG Nigma.
Yeah, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me, Kyle.
Yep. Gotcha.
Love the silence.
Yeah. Yeah. Pause.
Okay.
Anyway, let's transition off those guys, so we can go directly into the game as the third analyst. What do you think, Sind?
I don't know. I feel like this game looks like all over the place. My prediction for the game is we have 2 kills per minute. That will be my prediction. I'm not gonna pick a winner, but I'll pick.
That sounds pretty safe with an OG lineup.
It's super high pace. We were speculating, by the way, when we saw the Ursa pick that Nigma might choose to put Weehaw in the safe lane on the Ursa and get Miracle mid hero, but they did get the TA for Weehaw and put Miracle's Ursa in the safe lane. So they're still sticking with the Wii mid. This team has diverged from that once in a while, where they've chosen to let Weehaw play safe lane a little bit, Miracle mid, but sticking to the stables here. These teams, though, like, this is honestly... I don't know, if you took a snapshot of this half a year ago and you asked which region is this draft from, you would say this is CIS Dota, right? It's actually just so much fighting, so many stuns, so much mobility, so much mid-game. But that's really popular and really strong in Dota right now. So these teams will obviously adapt, and you know what? We probably got to mention it. Going into this tournament, people were probably expecting this to be one of the top series, but currently OG is dead last with 0-4. And Nigma is in 5th place with 1 and 2. So for OG to not get relegated, have a chance of not getting relegated, they have to win this series.
Yeah.
Bottom 2 get relegated to Division 2.
Yeah, if Nigma take this, it's gonna make it so both the OG squads are actually Division 2 teams now. That's a bit rough.
Can Seed still technically...
You know, we leave that for people like Kyle to work up, because that's actually his job. But top lane, our job is to look for the fights. Miracle dropping very, very low. Seb still believes he's got this fight in him, and he does. Spilling first blood against Miracle. Kura going the Illuminate first build. There's some decent damage into Seb to finish off the job. Ends up being a 1-for-1 trade-off, but call for support.
2 kills per minute. There it is.
Call for call.
We're there.
Thanks, Cinderin.
Currently 4 kills per minute, actually.
Always correct with predictions.
Yes.
And that's all that really matters, right?
That's all I've got left.
It's okay, Sin. Just look out the window. There's a happy place out there somewhere.
There's nothing outside either.
What? Oh, God. Oh. I think I need to go talk to someone about this. That's not depressed. Yeah.
It's a sign of the times, Toby. There's just nothing outside. Everybody's hiding. As they should.
Yeah.
Mind you. I want to talk a little bit more about the lanes, actually, because this bottom lane is really... It's very interesting, just because I think Flame Guard is the spell of this lane that both teams want to play around. So I think Sumail will be courier.
He didn't get the Tangers.
Oh, he didn't get them. He tried to dodge the Earth Spirit, yeah.
He's getting the courier to head down south. Funny thing is, though, like, No-Tail saw GH, but he was moving over to do the pull. So so I don't think his eyes are looking at it. Top lane, Seb running through the trees. Kuro trying to stick with him, and now there's another courier. Seb's courier trying to get to him. The blast coming from Keeper of the Light, and it does connect with Seb. 14 HP, he'll turn to the blood right. Hilariously enough, oh, he's coming back down again. Seb wants to die or fight. At this point, he wants to run. There's just not enough mana in Keeper of the Light to get enough damage out.
He's not gonna get him if he tries.
You need to channel for too long as well.
Oh no, you ran so far down you get turned on almost by Sox. Yeah. I mean, this is that's great.
You still got 2 kills a minute. Miracle jumps forward. Blood Rider again. The Kuro Miracle will just Delta split.
So this, let me see if I can finish off this bot lane quickly. So because Nigma have all this magic damage between Necrophos and Earth Spirit, Sumail needs to max out Flame Guard, and when it hits level 2 or especially level 3, it might be strong enough that it can sustain through the first volley of spells if he dodges one, and that makes him incredibly strong with a level 2 ink spell. Like this Ember Burnstroke lane really pops off at level 3, but they need to get there first.
Rolling currently, Nortel looking for the double stun, and Mind Control has to split with GH, and Sumail can salve up. He's got the extra space to do so. There's your fun part of that lane. There's one lane we haven't really dug into a little bit, and I think we need to when we look at the CS on it. We are currently 7-18-4 versus the 8-0 Invoker going Quas Wex build for mid 1.
Yeah, this is a very TA favored lane, and obviously mid 1 is playing on high ping, so a couple of disadvantages there, but even in a normal setting, if you will, TA should be winning this lane. Maybe not this much, but no surprise here. It's Weeha's probably single best mid hero, and it's a lane dominator.
Going again on bottom of lane. Sumail just running down Mind Control. GH with the rolling boulder, trying to create an extra bit of space. Mind Control's got stick charges available, and now he's coming down on the courier. Sumail looks at it. As he looks, he dies.
Top lane.
Yep,
2 deaths per minute. We need another kill here.
Are you gonna get it? Miracles, no way he's gonna get back in time. At least Kuro can hit the blast on both. Nope, just on Tuxa.
So this is obviously a huge side benefit of No-Tail and Sumail playing aggressively bottom, is that they buff up Seb a lot in the top side for thirst, and he can just he can fight the Ursa. Actually, oh, GH found No-Tail. Okay, good. 2 per minute still.
Yep.
We need more kills soon.
We're keeping on the par. Hey, we also, if we count courier kills as half kills, like you're even ahead of your predictions at the moment.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Anything that makes me rep, I'm a fan of.
Another blood right, Kuro and Miracle. Forever living in the world of defense. Yep, they are.
The last time you saw Ursa getting zoned by Bloodseeker? That's oh my god, he's actually dying. Almost.
It's enough to force a TP out from GH. You'll have to salve up Miracle.
Feels a little crazy not getting at least one.
In the mid pause, you could see the attack fly towards Miracle to cancel the salve. It's only 1/3 the duration.
I think not having one value point in blinding light in this lane is like, I get that this new trend or whatever that maybe Liquid started it, I don't know if they did, but this max illuminate build on Caudle to just put pressure and have damage. I get it. But if you look at the lane you're facing, Blinding Light is insane value. Like, all these 2 heroes are going to do is they're going to run you down. Shukuchi, Thirst, and Blood Right just run at you. Just one Blinding Light could have saved Miracle so much trouble, in my opinion. So
they just have to burn a second salve on Miracle.
Yeah.
To get him up, and he has to wait back behind the tier 1 tower before there's time to fight. This now abandons Mind Control. Like, Nortel as well.
Sounds familiar.
Nortel and Seb would love to have a go. Now rolling boulder up on the top. Seb gonna get caught out. The blast. There's that big damage they're looking for. Miracle will be silenced for a quick moment, but GH gets the last little swing of the club in. Bad. Darksa quick runs away, and he should be able to gather up both of these bounty runes, even with Kuro making a quick run. Shukuchi movement speed.
Oh, you didn't
it's Kuro's. I think Kuro loses his life for that.
So now he might get. Oh, GH is to cover.
No, but mid one's coming in. Tornado. Says the keeper's wide up and towards the air. He's not keeper of the air. Cold snap, and he's hoping for a denial against Roshan, but with the cold snap hitting, he just doesn't have the time to get in the pit.
Mid one with that kill is actually not doing too bad here. He's 400 gold behind the TA minute 6. I think that's pretty much par for the course, even under usual circumstances. So when you consider what these heroes bring to the table right now in the game, TA will want to hit a lot of jungle creeps and farm up for the sword dagger. Invoker has so many plays on the map, and he's really good this game. I think he's actually good against the entire enemy lineup until they get BKB on TA. So mid one has plenty of potential here. Gonna see how he chooses to rotate. His mana pool is not the best right now. After the
They want to go up on top. Luma's going to connect. GH needs the rolling boulder forward. And he's actually found his target. Weaver, a little bit far up. Doesn't have Takuchi. 1 more second available. He's got 1 charges. And in fact, going back in for the fight, Weaver staying on top of the Earth Spirit, who will complete his TP away to safety. And Miracle and Kuro both thought some pressure was being relieved, but Bloodseeker is so heavily buffed up, ready to fight. Doesn't even matter if he's got the 5 Fury swipes on him.
And he was so fast with only really the Ursa and the Earth Spirit being low. Imagine if there's one more hero pressured on the map at the same time. Like if Sumail, as he's doing right now, starts diving mind control, he can't get rid of the level 3 Flame Guard alone, so he's just getting bullied.
And now you got a almost over 500 movement speed. Bloodseeker looking to dodge the Illuminate. Ursa, he's solo underneath the tower.
20 months left.
Now they got the kill on mind control. Isolated killed off, didn't even level up the Ghost Shroud. 1 charge will give him a little bit of extra life, but that's all. Somehow just spirits for style. No other reason.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But Weeha's gone jungle and he's looking for his own farm up now. Flash farm up into that Desolator. He's got treads coming out in the courier for the moment. The bottom lane, no chance. They're extra stun to land. There at least is one from the Ember Spirit, but mind control and GH trying to work against this Ember Spirit. Vanguard's got a little extra time on it. Keeper of the Light will die in the meantime. Weaver catching Kuro at the outpost, while Miracle then wants to get his own jump in, but Darks are going to complete his duty. Sumail does get away on the bottom lane.
He needs a refill anyway. This doesn't feel bad at all. He traded resources with these 2 heroes down here. He drops a Remnant Ports back, refills the bottle, gets a new TP and back into action. And mind control has to play super careful once again. Okay, that's a bit ambitious.
Yep, make a break for the trees.
They didn't even find it yet.
GH is going to arrive. They're still no level 6 for mind control, so they can't get a quick pop. I think Kuro should also be a little careful if the fight's going to begin on bottom lane. Mid one and Seb both rotated towards the top. And Seb, he's got 475 movement speed. Level 6 erupts up, and Kuro, well, the faster you run, the faster you die. He knows he can't survive, and Seb gets the kill. I was optimistic for the defense, but the second he threw out the blast, he was revealed.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm still a bit baffled by this. Was this the same thing that Insania did that inspired, like whoever started this? Is this a thing on Coddle that you go 2-0-2?
I saw it from OG Seed yesterday. I've seen it today, and yeah, I've seen Insania do it once. I don't know who started it though.
Oh, mid lane.
Yeah, GH has to help out, but I don't know if he thinks he can help out. He can rolling boulder into a wave. A Miracle's gonna survive. He's got 21 charges up his sleeve and an extra 3 armor thanks to the broom handle.
Fast Seb though, 750 move speed.
And Reaper side. Well, there goes Sumail, 100 tier 1 tower.
Whoops.
That's gonna be the first Necrophos like Reaper side level 1 that I've seen's been successful in a good week.
Saksa also dying to Weeha.
All right, I guess OG hold both outposts, so
true.
That's balance in all things Dota.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
But we are still getting pretty damn big. Now 1,000 gold away from having his Desolator completed. Mind Control's already got the double braces. You're not getting the same build up from GH, however, he's going to go for that Spirit Vessel. So it'll be a hell of a lot of life on the Earth Spirit. Kuro wrapping around the back, with the Observer Ward down. Saksa coming forward. Swall's been given out here from No-Tail, so he looks for the extra stun, and Kuro will go down. Weaver's able to take care of that one. Starts on the Earth Spirit, starts his TP. Is there a stun in range? Is there enough damage? Just don't walk and you're fine, GH.
No point in seeing change yet from Sumail. And I think it's a good choice in this game to not level that. Even 1 value point is arguably not that great in the lane he just played. He wants max Flame Guard. So it's understandable. In that situation, it could have given them a kill. But gotta look at the big picture of what led them to the state of the game they're in right now, and maybe
They still got him to TP back, and there's 4 heroes ready to take a tier 1 tower. And it almost feels a bit odd to see OG taking objective-based gaming inside of buildings as opposed to just directly into heroes.
Yeah, kill each other, guys. It's less than 2 kills per minute. Get on it.
Yep, please.
Go dive.
Heroes ready to go. The Will-O-Wisp is up and running. OG aren't going to dive this, however.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
It still looks like Nigma don't want to fight. Miracle is in recovery mode up on top lane. And he's okay with that as long as we have a very good game. Backed up is completely out of mana, but don't worry, you've got to keep her light for that.
Gonna pop a trap on Seb here, trying to get some harassment, doesn't really manage. And it looks like OG are just gonna try to keep the pressure up. I like it here. Like you're hitting a super strong timing right now with Invoker having the levels, Ember level 4 Flame Guard. You have level 4 Inkswell, which you can put on Ember, Weaver, or even Bloodseeker. So plenty of good friends for the Grimstroke. You just want a fight to start so that you can turn it into a tower push. And well, Nigma didn't give it to them.
One's found Miracle. Level 9 Invoker versus level 7 Ursa. You may need a little extra help, but then a smoke maneuver from Nigma. Also ready for the same.
This makes it very obvious to mid-1 that Miracle knows exactly what's going on, or that they're planning a bait, right? He knows that Miracle obviously noticed the Ghost Walk, and if he chooses to start farming a camp while he's Ghost Walk on top of, it means he has allies coming in. So it actually, in a way, it kind of ruined the smoke play to an extent, whereas maybe if he played a bit more defensive, they could, they might still get in mid though.
Yep. Right after that Invoker, the Soul Bind is out, no tower, but some kind of combination with that, and that's why you got the double rupture to work for it. Kuro letting them battle underneath the Will-O-Wisp, but has been taken down now. But Nigma can just stand and wait off the rupture, which has now happened, and get ready back to fight.
Alien called it the fortification.
Those are big spells on cooldown now.
Yeah, OG's coming to fight themselves. TP's coming in, Inkswell's off cooldown, Samal ready to go for the jump. Weeha's probably going to be your biggest target you want to get. Mind Control Miracle, everyone's grouping together. And now the Spirit jump forward. It is going to be Weeha. The stun control is absolutely perfect. He's down for 46 seconds without buyback available. Weaver and Bloodseeker both looking for the Ursa, and the Tornado will send him up. No way to run away. He did buy a little extra time for his teammates to come over, but Bloodright, is it going to be enough? Miracle enrages and gets back to the tier 1 tower. Can't say the same for GH, and actually even back at the tower is not a safe place to be. Samal spirits himself forward, finds the kill. Mind Control would love to get a Reaper side kill and get something in return for all of this, but you know what? Zed's still ready to fight himself. Coming between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower, doesn't find exactly what he's looking for.
The spells OG have right now are just too powerful. I don't think Nigma should be looking to push towers yet. They need a BKB on TA, and ideally they need one item on Mind Control, like a mech, a pipe, anything. Because they don't have enough sustain in the fights. Like they die to this burst spell combo of Inkswell on Weaver or the Ember just jumping in, and they can't really counteract it. They don't have any saves, and they already used their Ignis obviously beforehand on the Evoker kill. So pushing into that seemed a little bit too optimistic, whereas OG, they can maybe try to do something of their own. Again, because the timing is kind of favoring them right now, I feel. Mid lane.
GH goes in, kicking back Invoker back underneath the tower. He does have the swirl up on him, gets us on over on Necrophos, and they wanted him to have the Reaper that extra control time on mid 1 to allow Weeha to get there. He didn't buy Blink Dagger, and he's still actually going for a BKB after the Desolator.
And Mind Control, he couldn't get off the Reaper. He tried 3 times, but he was Cold Snap earned. Very heads up quick play from mid 1 to obviously prevent that. GH looking for a rune, it's not there.
Dire's bottom tower.
That's fine, Weaver.
Yep.
The Miracle's had a lot of time up on top lane now. Almost completed up the Vlads. He just needs 400 gold for that.
It does not feel like a strong Ursa right now, I gotta say. 15-minute Vlad's phase against this lineup that has so many counters to your hero. It's tough, man. I think.
And you want to get Roshan, then that's going to be a hard task against OG.
Yeah. For sure. Like this, to me, this is not a good Ursa game. I think they feel like it's way too much nonsense until it gets
Jumbo. Reaper side, it's all going on the Zeb, however, and the damage just wasn't enough. Rolling ball of 4, maybe with the Ignis. No, Soulbind. Miracle and GH both have to start backing up as Zeb is currently Speedy Gonzalez trying to find his new target. With an Inkswell slide of fist jump to the back line. Samel's a little too late for that one. Still battling against their own tier 1 tower. Nigma, 5 heroes grouped up together. At least they can get the heal from mind control in 1 second time. And maybe stay alive as Seth continues to speed around. Now the jump comes in from Samel. With the spirit's middle forward, they can just push through instead. He is at 968 movement speed. Nigma, you can't run from this. This is the bullet train of OG under the tier 3 tower. He'll find the kill, he'll lose his life, but it's all for the spectacle that is OG.
Oh, you love to see it, man. This is like complete caveman Dota, dude. Let's go. This is everybody just went, I mean, not in the negative sense of they're just running and not thinking, but more in the sense of me smash, and enemy team's like, no, we smash. OG smashed a bit better here, and again, the primary thing that does this is if Nigma's first volley of spells doesn't give them key kills, they run out of steam. They need the Reaper and they need the Ignis to do stuff because the enemy team has way too low and quick cooldowns that have high impact, right? There's Bloodright, there's Invoker's Tornado EMP, Ember is a cooldown machine, Grimstroke is a cooldown machine, Weaver is a cooldown machine. So every time you have your big ults, you need to make it count. You need to win these fights.
Volley now GH going for another one. Goes in, gets kicked back over on the Invoker. They don't have extra detection, and they do. They've already dusted him up. So mid one under trap after trap, and now the blast from Keeper of the Light will come in. Mid one will fall. We're getting a little extra breathing room to work with, especially as Invoker is dead for half a minute. We get our 17-minute items start to arrive.
And look at the item build from Samel as well, going for the immediate value of getting Chrysalis and now straight into Deso, and he's getting the Imp Claw. It's gonna have insane physical damage right now. I like the idea. The enemy team is bound to have some natural or to aim to get magic resistance just because look at the rest of your team you're with, right? Like you want magic resist if possible against this stuff. So he's already preparing for the next step. He has a very early halberd, just ruining either Ursa or TA's fight easily. Now on the Bloodseeker.
I don't know if Ursa's really that much of a hero. His fight's already ruined from the start. He just hit level 10.
I would just say I would hate playing Ursa this game. That's my opinion. Like, it is so hard. He needs to play. Okay, let's list all the problems he has.
Do we have time?
Slight chains.
I don't think you don't have time. Fight started up on top lane, rolling forward. It's mid one, 3 pitches on, but no stop. Gets the double silence out. The Reaper's like does not kill mid one. The Ignis will buy an extra bit of time, but this easy stun lock from Grimstroke with the Inkswell will do the work. But now TA, Weehar has arrived. He got himself silenced on the edge of the Bloodright. Mind control. He barely lives through this. The mech charges able to actually get the extra wands off too. Weaver's looking for the rebuttal, looking to get through the back lines onto mind control. He's got the bug on him while Seb is just dove to base. Why not? Everyone's blowing up. Anyway, just watch that speed counter start to rise. Samal himself a double kill. We're at 900 movement speed. Another jump forward from Samal, but Ursa will enrage up and they're gonna find the kill. Samal's streak is ended by Weehar, but you got another big stun. Fox is just a delivery service at the moment, but Weehar, he's the executioner, killing off the bugs inside the tier 3 tower. That's not done. He still wants another kill, looking for the fight onto GH. One extra control is something there. Right now, the only thing that's there is Weehar. He's the last man standing. The Nigma, one more attack. In fact, the TA trap will let him get the kill, and the BKB is here and ready to go once again. Bloodseeker will start his TP out. There's no Melbash just yet. We're under 25s. The 20 minutes into the game, and Nigma, they're trying to keep up with your tally, Sin. They're trying desperately.
Yep, I mean, we're close. It's 37 and 20. 37 kills, 20 minutes. So just a couple more. But yeah, really the saving grace this fight is that we have got to hit so many times for once. We actually got to go on multiple separate heroes. OG got really eager, started diving the tier 2 tower, got a little bit out of position. So... yeah, I mean, it is stuff like this is entertaining to watch, right? Like, there's just so much brawling. It's a lot more in these kind of games. It's a lot more about well-executed spellcasting that really than, you know, intricacy, strategic intricacy. That sounded way too
Going after mid one, GH either rolling in. Remember, they've got the kick follow-up, and Miracles get the jumps ball through, and mid one having a very hard time getting away. He's got support, however. Ursa, silenced up for the moment. No with a whip, 2 seconds on cooldown. Ursa needs more time to supply. He is trying to flying by, might provide exactly that, but the Grimstroke gets to live. Nigma, everyone's trying to get the backlines. A rolling boulder forward from GHS. Make sure the Bloodseeker can't keep running forward. You're able to get another rolling boulder away. Can't get up the hill into safety as he's hiding under Meld. The rolling boulder sucks us. He actually blocked it. Able to get the swarm out, allowing time for Samel to close the distance. And they're pinging out. Does anyone have detection? There's dust. There's dust over on the Weaver. TA will begin his TP away to safety, and there's no searing chains in range to stop him.
Nice play from Wee. He saw the Ember Spirit as the only interrupt for his TP. He was showing on that ward in the bottom or in the right side dire jungle in the triangle. So he realized, okay, Sumail can't get to me in time to cancel my TP out. I know they know where I am because they started the blood raid. This is my chance to get out scot-free. And he does indeed escape. Man.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
This is what it was like yesterday.
Yeah.
Like OG versus OGC was the same type of thing, and Nigma wants to play the same battle. Now TA, no BKB. It was corner for 5 seconds when this fight began. Now it's coming back off. You'll get it up and running. The soul mine is there, but Weeha won't have to care too much. He still wants his kill over on Bloodseeker, but he can't move forward. The double rush is doing his work. Samel can come in, the Huget beats one off, and Weeha very susceptible. Nothing more that Kura could do, and well, with him being down, his teammates to pick off Seth. While he's running, he's being kicked, he's just moving everywhere. He's got, who's he got? He's got Miracle. But then again, has Miracle got him into the trees, the jump forward, and able to connect, and Miracle have to battle with a bug on his back. In fact, on the front, it's called the OG lineup. They're surrounding him. GH wants a rolling boulder away, but once again, the Weaver is there to body block him back out, so GH will die in the trees. And Miracle is the sole survivor for Nigma. But don't worry, I'll respawn and we'll go again.
Has anyone hit a creep in 10 minutes? Like, what's
Anyone hit a
CS?
building?
The top CS of the game is actually there's 200 on Weeha. Surprisingly, somebody is above the 200 mark, but man, they're just running at each other. I think OG. This is the time to roach. Like 15 seconds, it might not seem like much, but you have the outpost down here, so you have that protection. You have the Weaver bugs, and you have Bloodseeker. I think they could have killed it.
Are they moving like they think they're getting scanned to get them to come over? Now, okay, it's like the Searing Chains over on the Ursa Warrior. Kuro, they're just backing up in rage burned by Miracle, just wanting to survive. But yeah, they'll miss their opportunity. They can take the tier 2 tower in mid, however. Or can they? Let's fight. Yep. Sumail runs for, gets a Searing Chains, careful. High control, and Weeha too close once again, and the double rupture. It just keeps coming and coming. Several set his ground. Kura gets hit so hard to Will Whip it. Hang a little extra spaces. Now here comes GH with the rolling ball forward. Mind control just buys back into the fight as Miracle needs to get the 21 charges up. He's just permanently stunned in front of the tier 3 tower. Does not have buyback available. Weeha is set, but hit so hard into Sumail. Dropping it. He needs one more hit for Sumail. He's able to spirit himself away to safety. He'll be back. He's just going to regen with OG Smoke poising for another fight. That's pretty ballsy from Weeha too to buy the Blink Dagger and put his buyback on cooled, well not on cooldown, but out of reach of money.
It's in the spirit of the game. You fight. You don't care about gold. You care about kill enemy hero.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No tell tip Kuro. I think they put the Observer Ward in each tier 3 tower. So it was a very easy D ward. Smoke now from Nigma, knowing they're not being watched inside their own base. They're coming out. Mid one's coming the punching bag for Nigma when they do this. Now give it another shot.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
They're an Observer Ward that's able to see Seth. No. But Weeha sees his target. Rolling boulder forward is off for the 25-minute rune. And now it's a Mail. They will get the damage in with the Silence Mail, trying to get that spirit away. It won't happen. He's dead for a minute. Defusal up. Actually, no. They're going to get away. That's actually so unfortunate for Sumail. He was almost in range of the Aghadim's Weaver.
And for the first time in 10 minutes, the Radiant lineup is running bottom left. A little. Oh my god,
we got double silence, we got double archer, we're on it again. How much life can you actually have? The Enrager Miracle let him survive as a rolling boulder from GH goes in the back line. Once again, they're trying to kill off the Grimstroke. Mind control, he's got the Reaper side of the battle, but the Aghanim scepter from Weaver gives Grimstroke all the life back that he possibly requires as Weeha totally on the run, silenced up, trying to man mode against the BKB to Bloodseeker. That won't work. The Reaper side can't put down mid one. He'll still end up going down. down thanks to the control time they had. But Necroforest said he'll bring him down underneath the neutrals. Or will they? TP out? Edguan? No. Mind control. Beautifully played to get home.
That was... I thought OG for once was going to chill, but no. They don't have any of that. It's basically they're playing on the position and the fact that Ignis is on cooldown, right? There was no Will of the Wisp in that fight. So it's a 4-on-5, but the enemy team is running up your high ground. You get a double soulbind into Rupture play, and then as soon as damage starts coming out, Bloodseeker is one of those heroes that can win an outnumbered situation pretty easily when you have dealt the damage. It's just, he kind of counted like 2 heroes in that fight because of how quickly he ramped up. And their spellcasting, the Tornado was good, the Weaver save on the Grimstroke was really good, it bought a lot of time. Nigma are really struggling now in this game. I feel like they're running out of steam. Like the TA BKB, what's it down to now? It's 5 already, 5 seconds, yep. 26 minutes in. Has to use it non-stop, and Ursa just hasn't been able to play Zero yet.
They're just going to be praying like the 27-minute items just pop up nice and quickly. They smoked, however, underneath the Radiant Obs Ward, and they're coming down for bottom lane, and you can see mid one, 520 movement speed, hightailing it out of there as fast as that cloak can fly. The smoke gank will fail, and now OG look to go in for Roshan. No scan available for either side.
Nigma should realize this is happening. They've flushed through the bottom Radiant jungle. They've placed a ward. They haven't found anybody. So OG can only really be in 2 places. They can be in their triangle, or well, they can be in the top quadrant of the map, the top left. That's the only place they can really be.
So it's one of those old-fashioned trades, right? Like a tier 1 tower on bottom lane for Roshan.
That usually doesn't happen at minute 28, though.
No. It's always unusual. It's the tier 2 tower as well, not even the tier 1. Well, we will claim it. That's
first tower for Nigma. Minute 20.
These items.
Good God, they have not had any breathing room.
You know the downside, if you don't kill any neutral creeps, you don't get any items. Titan Slitter as well as Cracky Crows picked up here from Nigma. Orb of Destruction as well for Mind Control. So Zep can come in here with the agency model. He's playing as the call. They find Mind Control. He needs to mech, he needs to ward, he needs to get the hell out of here as Rolling Boulder forward to try to help kick him out of the tornado range. GH couldn't do enough. Mind Control still goes down. No buyback is available. The split shot from the tower will create a little extra space.
I loved you pointed out the neutral items as well. OG don't have any tier 3 items because they're not in place.
Here we go. We're ruptured, and Nigma had to stand their ground, but a great initiation into the backline from GH. The Magnetize catching 5 heroes of OG. Their ears will ring, but it buys time for the rupture to wear off. And Weeha's prepped his trap in the mid lane. He's looking towards Seth. Instead, he wanted some mail, but it didn't really work that way. Now the tornado up and towards the air. Seth waiting for his hit back into the ground. And can Weeha finish the job to BKB? You've got 4 seconds, but he can't attack. Disarmed up by the halberd. Can't get the damage in, and Samel wants him. He wants Weeha badly. The Aegis is already cracked. And now another jump forward. Weeha gets a Conzi Never. Samel just Aghanim Scepter back into position where he's actually in range of Weeha. You don't have buyback available. So underneath these tier 4 towers now, OG will fight. They haven't taken racks, but they want heroes. That's what's more important. Guru's doing the best he can to keep him off this racks. Blinding light, blasting, keep the creep waves down. But eventually this melee racks will finally fall. They can't get much more than this. The tier 2 towers are still up on the side lanes. So OG will retreat for the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, they're gonna get 2 banners. Oh, are they gonna get a neutral item? Oh, Sep got spider legs. Nice. That's more move speed. He's probably gonna give it to. Is he gonna give it to Weaver? Samel? He gave it to Weaver. Okay. That's good. More mobility on Weaver is really nice when you have Ags. You can get across splits. You can easily get in range to use your Ags. You can even scout for your team because you're so fast when you use Shikuchi and spider legs. Really just run into the enemy team, break smokes, and still survive.
30 seconds is up, Sid. Wrap up your points.
Yep.
Nigma's coming
again. They're getting ready. Double smoke.
Oh, I like this target though. Samel, Rolling Ball going to come in. And once again, it's GH starting the initiation. They had to keep the silence up, however. Without the control, the Reaper's Scythe almost had to be in range. And now OG converged. They saw the blood. They're coming. Big 2 tornado. Putting down the ice wall as well. GH can Rolling Boulder away from this one. You can't say the same from Necro. At least you don't have the double rupture target. Happening once again. So Necro will go down. No buyback available. Ken. Now the Soul Bind. Catching Ursa. that may just be the time to push for the game. Maybe they can go down the mid lane and end this. In fact, Nigma say no more. No more. GG is
We need one more kill. It's 61 kills in 31 minutes.
Claude comes in close enough will have to do. But don't worry,
Now nothing matters.
take comfort in. You have potentially another 2 games